Good morning, students. Myself Sumit Sarkar. I am your faculty for today and tomorrow. I will be taking sessions on Python. Now I am associated with the institute for the past 15 years from 2010, and I have been taking IPCC IT and Advanced IT classes. IPCC IT classes from 2010 and Advanced IT classes from since its inception. So I will be conducting the session on Python today and tomorrow. So without wasting any time, let us just jump into the topic, Python. Okay, now Python, as you know, is a programming language. Now one question, can you name any other programming language? Basically you might have heard of C programming language, C++, Java. So these are various programming language along with Python. Now Python is the most popular programming language nowadays. Easy to write, easy to learn, easy to implement. Okay, now basically fastest growing programming language, most popular programming language. Now it is high level, object oriented as well as functional, interpreter based programming language. Now what do you mean by the term interpreter based programming language? Basically Python executes code line by line using an interpreter. Okay, there is no compiler present in between. Now remember, if you have any idea, prior programming experience in Java, say you have to convert Java program into a bytecode, and then you are able to compile the particular interpret the program. Now here in Python there is no compiler present, it is interpreter based. You can execute the code, the code is executed line by line. Now the concept of Python first came into picture in 1989, much prior to Java. Now Java came in 1995, whereas Python came into picture in 1989. Now there is a misconcept that Java came first. No, Python came first and then Java appeared. Okay, now why Python? More productive. It has an expansive supportive community of users and over 1,37,000 libraries. Now let me explain what do you mean by a library. When I am saying it has such a huge number of library, what do you mean by a library? Now take an example of an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, now you can see different tab of Excel, just like home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review, view, developer. Now you can consider a library as a tab of Excel. You just call that particular library and you can use all the functions, all the features of that particular library. Okay, so how many tabs here you have? You can see probably 8 tabs, but here you can see such a huge number of libraries. Now it has a high corporate demand. Okay, high level, human friendly rather than computer friendly. Again I repeat, human friendly rather than computer friendly. General purpose, solves any problem, open source, free. Okay, free to use, free to deploy, easy to learn, cross platform compatibility and integration capability. Cross platform, again I repeat, cross platform compatibility and integration capability and rapid prototyping and deployment. Now use of Python, desktop application, web application, data science, okay, handling big data, artificial intelligence, machine learning, you can use Python, scientific computing, process automation or robotics process automation, you can use gaming, mobile application development, data analytics. Our main focus will be on these 2 topics, data analysis and data analytics. Okay, as a CA chartered accountant student, our main focus will be on data analysis. So what is the basic difference between data analysis and data analytics? Let us do a comparative study of data analysis and data analytics. So data analysis, I put data analysis in left hand side and I put data analytics in right hand side. Okay, purpose. Now can you tell me what is the purpose of data analysis? Now the purpose of data analysis is to understand past data, and the purpose of data analytics is to predict and optimize future outcomes. Okay, now what is the difference in approach for data analysis and data analytics? Now examining, summarizing and interpreting data is what we call data analysis. Again I repeat, examining, summarizing and interpreting data is what we call data analysis. And data analytics, using algorithms, machine learning and statistical technique. Using algorithms, machine learning and statistical. Now do you have any idea about statistics? Do you know? Then we can do data analytics. Okay, output, report, summaries, insights, forecast, recommendation, automation, forecast, recommendation, automation. Okay, now example, say company analyzes last year sales data to determine which product performed best. Company analyzes last year sales data to determine which product performed best. This can be done by using data analysis. And data analytics, company uses machine learning models to predict future sales based on customer behavior and market trends. Again I repeat, company uses machine learning models to predict future sales based on customer behavior and market trends. Now analysis answers what happened and analytics answers what will happen or what we should do. Again I repeat, analytics answers what will happen or what we should do. Now example of Python libraries, matplotlib, Seaborn for data visualization, Django and Flask for web development. These are the different libraries. I have told you library represents a tab of an Excel. You can compare a library to a tab of an Excel. Now machine learning, you can use PyTorch, TensorFlow. Okay, now app development, Tincter library. Okay, web scraping, if you want to get data from internet, from World Wide Web, you can use Scrappy, Beautiful Soup. Developing APIs, application program interface, Fast API. Now database operations for Python, you can use SQL Alchemy, relational database operations. Now can you tell me what is SQL, students? What do you mean by SQL? Yes, SQL stands for structured query language. It is the programming language of the database. So for automating web browser we use Selenium. Okay, and scientific computing we use SciPy. And obviously last but not the least, sir, data analysis, Panda for data analysis and NumPy for advanced mathematical and statistical analysis. Okay, now again not only small companies but big companies are using Python like Google, Meta, Instagram, Amazon. They are also using Python. Flipkart. Now open source, as I told you, just simple syntax similar to that of English language. Now printing C, say you have heard of C language. So say if I want to print a particular text hello world in C, I have to type this many lines, these 5 lines I have to type, starting from #include stdio.h. Similarly, if I come to the C++, another popular programming language, I have to type 4 lines, starting with #include iostream. If I come to Java, I have to type 3 lines, starting from public, I have to declare a class hello world, and then public static void main string args. So I have to print 3 lines. So let me do a quick recap. From if I use C, I have to type hello world, I am to write 5 lines. If I am to type C++, 4 lines. If I am to type say for example use Java, I am to type 3 lines just to print a particular text hello world. Now let us come to Python. So Python, just you have to write type 1 line, print hello world, to print the text in Python. Okay, again last but not the least, so many libraries, and main our focus will be on Panda for data analysis purpose. Okay, history of Python. Now we should go back to the history. Why the name Python given? Now this is the name of the developer, Guido van Rossum. He is a Dutch programmer, and the name Python came from the famous comedy show, British comedy show, Monty Python's Flying Circus. Okay, Monty Python's Flying Circus. And basically this gentleman, the developer, he was a great fan of this particular comedy show, and to tribute this group he gave the name Python. Again I repeat, as a tribute to his beloved comedy group, he gave the name Python. Now he was working in a research and mathematics research and lab in Netherlands by the name Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica. This is the mathematics and statistics oriented research organization in Netherlands. Just like Statistical Institute, we have Indian Statistical Institute, just like Indian Statistical Institute. And he has worked on a programming language, ABC. So he has basic idea how to design a programming language, what are the areas that are to be needed to take care when we design a programming language. We can say Python is the successor of ABC programming language. Okay, in one line, Python is the successor of ABC programming language. Now this is the famous icon of that particular group. If you search internet, you get this logo, Monty Python's Flying Circus. Okay, now it is important to know the history before going into the details, students. Okay, now these are the different versions of Python. You can download, you can visit python.org, and this is the latest version 3.13.3. This is the latest version, and downloading Python. Okay, now first you visit Python, www.python.org, and you download the exe, and then you will be requiring, once you download and install the exe, you will be requiring an integrated development environment to run and interpret Python code. Okay, so again 1 minute, different IDE of Python. Now IDLE is inbuilt in, if you install Python, you get IDLE, integrated development environment for Python. Now different integrated development environment are to run and interpret Python code: PyCharm, Jupyter, Sublime Text, Anaconda. These are the different integrated development environment for Python: IDLE, PyCharm, Jupyter, Sublime Text, Anaconda. Now our main focus will be on Jupyter Lab, and obviously we were going to do a comparative study on IDLE and Jupyter Lab. First I will show you the traditional way how to run a Python code using a command prompt. Then I will be moving into the IDLE, and after writing some program in IDLE, doing a hands-on training in IDLE, we will be moving into Jupyter Lab, and we will do the main data analysis using Jupyter Lab. Okay, installing Python, you double click on that exe, you get this installation wizard. Remember students to check these two options: use admin privileges when installing py.exe and add python.exe to the path. You have to check this option, then the path will be added to the environment variables. You can manually add also, just you can type search environment variables and then you can add the path, but it would be better if you basically while installing, if you check to this option and then you come to customize installation and check all the checkboxes and then proceed. Okay, now running a Python program using the traditional way, as I told you, first I am to discuss how to run a Python program using a command prompt. So you can save a notepad file by basic p.py extension .py Python. Say I write a Python code in a notepad file and I name it as basic_first.py, and I save this notepad file. Just say I type print hello world, print, and within brackets I write hello world within quotation, and then basically I save it by py extension. Remember, save as type, you have to check all files and then you have to type, forcefully type .py, and then what we do, we open cmd command prompt and navigate to that particular directory. How to